welcome to yet another incredibly wonderful episode of Let's Talk It Out. The reason why I say it's incredibly wonderful is because it is. It definitely is. And I love the guests. I love, communicating with them, learning about them, and keeping in contact, networking, because that's really what this whole, podcast is about. Friendship, networking, some of us behind the camera getting smashed. Hi, Danny, how are you?
You had to put it that way. Eh? You had to introduce me like that.
Well, you know what? It got you the answer, didn't it? He's like, I know she's talking about me.
No, what you made me do is remember to go and get a drink now, because I
knew
started
it.
this without a drink.
This is how we roll.
Well, listen, speaking of getting smashed, I think we need our first...
Salud,
There
absolutely.
There you go. Salud.
Starting strong.
Salud.
Tell me if you like it.
It's very nice.
It's nice, eh? It's smooth.
Perfect.
It's a bit sweet for me, but it's smooth.
Perfect.
It's smooth.
For me,
It's
perfect.
flowery.
Flowery. Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
So before I introduce my guest, and I'm sure everybody recognizes you by now, before we get into that...
He's like, really?
They do. Okay. Before we do that, we have to get into our sponsor. Why? Or sponsors. But in this case, this evening, we have a sponsor. Why do we do that? Because we adore their support, and we're so eternally thankful.
Because they pay us.
And, well, Vanny
we
just
love
goes
them.
straight into the
hey, man.
he doesn't sugarcoat.
Well,
I appreciate.
I totally appreciate it. I love it even more. I mean,
Exactly.
they get nicer with the money.
Oh, God. Nobody pay attention to Vanny.
Okay.
So I'd like to say a big thank you. He was a sponsor with us for quite some time, and he came back. Anthony Paterno, Nettoyage Diamant.
Nettoyage Diamant.
Anthony, thank you so much.
He knows that it's the right time.
He
Right?
does a
Spring
lot of
Well, what
cleaning?
kind of nettoyage was it? What does he
Everything.
nettoie?
everything.
Everything.
He
Oh, yeah?
nettoies everything. He does large spaces, small spaces, closed spaces, windows,
wow.
everything.
rooms,
Fantastic.
commercial, residential. He does everything, and he's very thorough.
He knows that a lot of Italians are watching right now, and he's like, I know that now they clean the window. It's window time, right?
Wax on, wax
So
off.
he's putting the number on the screen so that people call to clean the windows. And I hired him. He's very, very good.
We hired him too.
Yeah,
from
he's
my
amazing.
workplace.
He's
We hired him.
amazing.
He did a building, and they were
What
very happy.
areas does he take care of? Does he?
Everything.
Anywhere.
Montreal, Laval, he does it all. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And he's very thorough. He's very good at what he does. Thank you so much, Anthony. And if anybody needs his services now because they need window cleaning or room cleaning or house cleaning or
Especially
whatever
after the
cleaning,
winter, yeah.
you can contact him at 514-686-1581, at Nettoyage Diamant on Instagram, at nettoyagediamant.com or nettoyagediamant.com. Thank you so much, Anthony.
Thanks, man.
Always appreciate it. Now, we are going to get into and delve into and dive right into the podcast. Dive head first, not even, testing with the toe.
Sorry.
That's good.
My Instagram
That's
just
what you
popped.
don't do when you
It
drink.
just popped up.
So,
Speaking of, let's go. For
Speaking of which,
let's go for a round two.
tant qu'à être là.
So I have the pleasure this evening to welcome, I guess we can say, a friend that we've known online. We've known each other on Facebook, but we never officially met until this evening.
Exactly.
So
it feels like we've met before, though.
That's scary, isn't it?
Isn't it weird?
We are scary people, but it's great. It's great. The camaraderie is on fire. So I would like to introduce, and I have the pleasure to introduce, you are a director, cinematographer, editor, and a bunch of other things which we will also get into, Mr. Elio Castello.
Thank you for pronouncing my name properly.
Welcome.
Thank you for being Italian so we can pronounce it properly. So how are you?
I'm very good. Thank you so much for inviting me on the podcast. I feel honored.
Oh, thank you so much
Yeah.
for accepting. I think the podcasts are very important. I'm sure Steph will agree with me that, like I said at the beginning, it's important to network, and it's important to get to know people, not only in an industry, but people locally, to see what we do, why we do it, how we can inspire others,
Absolutely.
what you've learned from what you've done, and how you think you can progress from this point on, what you wish to do in the future, maybe stop, maybe continue. Sky's the limit.
Exactly.
So with that being said, who is Elio
Who
Castello?
is? What would you like to know?
Well, that's an open question, so it's what you wish to share.
I mean, there's so many different levels to who I am. I mean, right now I am who I am, just being myself.
Good.
So that's a good thing, right?
It's a good start.
That's a good start. Speriamo.
But yeah, I'm just a very passionate film guy, basically. Like I've been passionate about film my whole life. From being a kid, from going to the movie theater. I know it sounds like a lot of people say the same thing, since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I watched Star Wars and I wanted to make movies. It's a lot of the same thing. But that's because it's true, basically.
Okay.
And, like I was watching The Hulk from the 70s. Then my parents brought me to see, my mom brought me to see E.T.
Yeah.
And I saw Star Wars and all these things like really ignited my imagination. And I just wanted to make movies. But how? How do I start making movies? That was the big struggle in my life.
Yeah.
I went to college, but I wasn't getting the right training, I guess. Like I wasn't as inspired. So I kind of gave up on it. I went into sales. I was doing telemarketing. Did that for years.
Did we all do that at one point in our lives?
I was selling directories online. And
Oh, damn!
So I was doing that. Then I went to Insight on the carry.
Oh my God, yeah.
So I was selling, computer peripherals and services. So I did that for a few years, and then went into transport brokering.
Oh my gosh, what a leap!
So yeah, I was like doing a whole bunch. That's where this little gray line came from. That came from transport brokering. It was so stressful.
Oh my gosh.
Just booking trucks and making sure it gets to the location, and it was so stressful. And anyways, I got fired.
How long did you do that? How long did you do that?
Huh?
How long did you do that?
I did that for that job there, and I was doing well. Like I was building a good list of clients, but I would say 3 months.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was very short-lived.
Okay.
But I was doing well.
Yeah.
And then, I don't really care. Like I don't really care about the company, but they basically fired me and took my leads and gave it to somebody else.
Oh, that.
So it's kind of like I was kind of like an opener type of guy,
Wow,
just like
okay,
opening
yeah.
leads. And anyway, so then I was in between jobs. I was married. I had a kid. And then my friend was working at Future Shop. so I went to Future Shop and I was selling audio video.
Okay.
And then my cousin walks in, my cousin Simon, who has his own production company, but he was working out of his apartment at the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I want to get into films. Can we work together? I have contacts in marketing. I just want to learn. I was 31 at the time.
Wow.
And so he's like, yeah, sure. I want to grow the business. And so then I went with him and I learned everything. Production,
nice.
filming, editing. I was just watching everything he was doing. And, I got him his first commercial gigs. And we opened a studio. We were doing green screen stuff. He's doing very well now, by the way.
Oh, nice.
But then we kind of broke apart. And then I went and opened my own company, Evolution Films Productions.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do films. I wanted to do movies. I wanted to do commercials, music videos. I was really but how? I was struggling. I was still a beginner. So my dad gave me the idea to start doing weddings.
Yep.
I don't want to do weddings, pa.
Those brides will drive you crazy.
Yeah, that's it.
It's so boring. I don't want to do. And then I got the idea of turning the wedding videos into wedding movies,
Oh, nice.
which caught on. A lot of other companies started doing them as soon as I started doing them. People started getting the idea of it rather than just creating a video.
Okay.
They would create a movie, titles and this and
Yeah.
that and trailers.
Oh, cool.
So I kind of started the trend, but some, Maronis and stuff like that, they were huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were doing high-end weddings and stuff like that, which, blew my work out of the water.
Well, they specialize in it.
they're
Dominic and his
amazing.
brother,
They're amazing.
they specialize.
Yeah.
And they
And
do
we were
really
doing
good.
wedding shows together. I had my booth, and then he had his booth.
Cool.
But we never really got to meet each other. But
Okay.
I find his work really, really good, whether it's commercial or weddings or whatever. He does even short films. He did a couple of short films,
Yeah.
which were really well produced.
He does a lot of corporate
Yeah.
stuff too.
A lot of corporate stuff.
A lot of corporate stuff.
So on that side, he was super successful. I was still kind of struggling, still making a decent living. So
Good.
I continued doing weddings for a while, and then the opportunity came when I met Adam, my partner, to start creating short films for another platform.
Okay.
I'm not going to mention their names because we're kind of in competition.
Okay. Yeah.
But we created their platform for them, got them to a certain level of success, and then our contract ended. And then me and Adam were kind of so what do we do now?
Okay.
So we went to Milano's, We had a conversation in the parking lot with our little espressos.
Beautiful, beautiful.
That's where the best thinking
and
happens.
And I looked at him. I'm like, like we know how to do this. Why don't we just do it ourselves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know, man. It's hard. It's money. It's expensive. But look, I'll just shoot the whole thing. I'll do it. I'll do everything by myself because I know how to do it.
Yeah.
He's like, let me sleep on it. Next morning, let's go.
Nice. Okay,
Wow.
good.
And that's where Reed Frame Studios came from.
Oh,
Yeah,
sweet.
it was created like that.
Oh, wow. So
Over-
it was like overnight thing.
It was an overnight thing. Yeah, we went. We started building, and 300 plus short films later, 2.5 years.
300 plus.
Short films. So if you think Glee was
That was
imagine shooting
Oh, my
and
God.
producing 300 short films. We're at 1.6 million followers on Facebook.
Sweet. Very good.
Close to 300 on YouTube, and we have TikTok now, Instagram. Like it's just so much.
You're talking 300,000 on YouTube.
No,
300, 300,000 on YouTube. Yeah.
Wow. Holy Toledo.
1.6 on Facebook.
Very
Wow.
nice. So, how do you feel at this point in stage of your life right now, from when you first started? What is your biggest accomplishment?
this podcast. No, I'm kidding. If it is, bro.
Let's talk it out.
If it is, then well, you got problems.
Oh, listen.
Hey.
But everything starts.
Small.
Small.
Exactly.
You don't know
Yeah.
where this is gonna go. Like I'm super happy to be here with you guys.
Thank you.
I hope you get a whole bunch of success. And I know this specific podcast is gonna get all kinds of views.
This is this is
People don't
guaranteed.
watch me. I'm coming back until you get those numbers.
Keep the chamomile grappa coming. Keep it coming.
But
So,
yeah, go ahead.
No, you're big so far.
My biggest accomplishment, I mean, besides my children,
Yes.
of course, I would have to say it was a random video that we did, short film.
Don't get
which I was-
excited, Vanny.
I wasn't like super proud of. No, the daddy is the biggest accomplishment. But if we're gonna talk about short films that I created with my team, because it's never a one-man team.
Yeah.
Nobody takes credit for one film. But that one there was our biggest viewed film, and it was shot just in a couple of hours, rushed.
Oh.
But I guess the story resonated. It was posted at the right time. It got over 46 million views.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
What short film is this?
I'm like, these are fucking Disney numbers. You know what I mean? Like we were like screaming of like, what? It was an incredible moment
Wow.
for us to share that. And so yeah, I would say the biggest accomplishment there was that specific short film. And the point is, I'm trying to make is sometimes you don't have to put too much thought into something.
Yeah.
It's just shoot it.
Yeah.
And then you never know what's going to come out. You don't know how the audience is going to react.
It's true. Overthinking sometimes can definitely
Like,
put
oh,
a
no,
dent,
this-
let's
exactly.
say, in
And
something.
you watch the movie, you're like, whatever. But you don't know how the audience is going to react.
Yeah.
We never know. That's something you cannot guess.
Yeah, it's like an album. Musicians or bands, they'll put
Yeah.
together an album, and then in that album, they think there's 2 songs that are gonna. So they release the first 2 songs that they think are gonna hit because they think it's their best work, and they put all their time and energy in that one. And then it's one of the songs that was like, oh shit, we had 9 songs, we need a 10th, and you put it together in a weekend. You say, let's just try, okay, yeah, and then you put it on the album, and that's the one that hits.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
you
just
never
don't
know.
You just don't know. And there's films that we work so hard on, and you watch it, and you're crying. Oh my God, it's a great movie. Oh my God, it's so good, it's gonna hit. It bombs.
But you see, isn't that the age-old thing that it's ironic. That's what the word I was looking for. It's ironic that what you think you put so much effort into that is going to do well, and this happens to me how many times, Vanny? It happens to me quite a lot. This is going to hit, and it goes contrary. And you're sitting there and you're saying, but I was so sure.
Yeah.
Because of the time, the effort.
Because you loved it.
Exactly. You like the idea, so naturally you believe others will like it.
Exactly.
And then it just has the
But
reverse
everybody's
effect.
individual.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Everybody has their own way of thinking. They have their own emotional attachment to something.
Yeah.
And it's up to them to share
Yeah.
the content after. And it's the same thing in Hollywood.
Yeah.
They'll spend $300 million on a Spider-Man movie or Marvel movie, and the thing tanks.
It tanks, yeah.
You know
Well,
what kind
Snow
of
White
hit-
tanked. Snow White tanked.
Yeah, Snow White tanked. And
Yeah.
I mean, there's a ton of movies that tanked. I mean, I think the last 10 Marvel movies.
yeah,
were
they're not
tanking.
doing
It was
well,
like
yeah.
terrible.
No,
But that's a lot. Of, you're talking billions of dollars lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just don't know. In their minds, they're like, this is going to hit.
Yeah.
All the beats are there. And they send it out. The audience is like, this is complete garbage. I'm not seeing that.
It's okay. They made hundreds of billions before, so they're
but-
okay.
But
too.
it's still a big loss
still-
to them.
yeah.
you know?
Exactly,
Yeah,
but
Still hurts.
but could it be that maybe the storylines are not as
I don't-
innovative?
You know, I think I always learned that the success. This is when I learned success is it's the amalgamation of luck and preparation.
Yeah.
So the luck part is important. Who sees it, how they see it,
Yeah.
the you know the their emotional state when they watch it, you know, and
know.
then what they can do and how they tell people, and
And then it's
who
the
they-
audience that pushes it.
and then
Yeah.
the audience
When,
will
they
push
when
it.
you
Yeah.
get a good batch of people that really love something,
They share, they
they
do
share
it.
with everybody and it just goes out to the public, and then
Yeah.
you get some success from it. But until that happens, like
You need that moment for it to hook.
Yeah,
need
and
the
you
hook.
got to be prepared too when people actually pay attention, because now when they're paying attention because you hit with something or whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you have to be prepared to fulfill it.
absolutely.
It's true.
If you're not, then you know
But isn't
you're
that
shit out of luck.
But isn't that intimidating? You get that one hit, and then you say, "Well, how am I going to top it, or how am I going to match
Well,
that?"
that's what we've been trying to do since.
You see,
It's never gone close.
So,
Well,
so what's the business model? Like, so you just create films and put it out there, and is that the business model of your production company?
Yeah, it's pretty much. You know what I mean, we do a brainstorming session. We come up with the stories. We build the stories with our writers.
Yeah.
Which also they put a lot of time into like creating these things, and they have to do a few different versions till we think it's where it should be, and then we go out and shoot it, and we put it together, and then we put it online.
have you ever thought about pitching it?
No,
Really? How come?
no, we're like pitching ideas to like.
No, pitching your film, let's say to, I don't know.
I don't think these types of videos or these types of short films are made for like a festival circuit, or
Okay.
they're really made for social media.
Okay.
It's not cinema and it's not video. It's kind of like an amalgamation of both
Okay.
together.
Okay. Have you ever thought of doing feature length?
Well, I did do a feature-length film during COVID.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I did Glam Mothers with Tony Calabretta.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I was the cinematographer for that and the editor as well.
Nice.
And that's a full feature that we did with a great cast, great, beautiful story. It's almost finished. I think they're working on the sound and music, but that's the next thing coming out. So I'm really excited.
Oh, so
about
that was filmed COVID, all done COVID, and it's coming
Yeah,
out
and
now.
I got COVID as well.
Oh.
So I was out for like 3 days.
Wow.
I mean, COVID hit me a different way. Like I was like on fire with COVID. Like, I think the first day was a little low energy, but the next 2 or 3 days I could have been doing cartwheels. Like I was, I don't know. Like I went to McDonald's at one point. I had a Coke,
Oh, God.
but I could taste the chemical in the Coke. Like some people would lose their sense of smell.
Yeah, you
I
became
was like, it was
Spider-Man.
enhanced. I
Your
was like a
spidey senses
superhero.
started working. Yeah.
This is disgusting. You know?
Oh, that, yeah. Well, it can shine a penny. That goes to show you, eh? Mm-hmm. Could shine a penny, Coke or
yeah,
Pepsi,
for
or
sure,
both.
for
I
sure.
have no idea.
Yeah,
but
it
you
could-
look at a lot of social media. That's
It's
some
true.
posts that pass.
It's definitely true. So, so now you have a big accomplishment. What's your biggest, or what was, we can say, your biggest challenge
During, like in life or
in
it could be
the
anything.
industry that you're in?
The biggest challenge, I would think, especially in Quebec, and I love my province.
There's a plug.
Sorry, it's not a plug. That's how he's trying to be nice. He's,
trying to be
he's
nice.
containing his inner emotions. Have another drink.
I don't want too many.
Have a bit more grappa.
Grappa's amazing, by the way.
Oh, good.
Now you're saying it.
I would say the biggest challenge here is because it's such a tight group of people that get funding.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard for independent artists, and there's a lot of really talented people here
Mm-hmm.
to get their products produced, and
Yeah.
it's very hard to get money. It's not easy. So a lot of people, actors, producers, directors, they have a really hard time getting money from the government because they always give it to the same people most of the time.
Of course.
And they
yes.
give it to projects that don't necessarily make any money anyways. Like, I think you guys have enough money to kind of like distribute to maybe potential.
Yeah. It's not rigged at all.
Yeah.
Like they don't.
It's not rigged
it's
at all.
not-
I
it's
think
not-
it's super rigged.
No.
There's no
Super
red
rigged.
tape.
I'm gonna say it now. It's rigged.
They don't know anybody.
It's rigged.
Nobody knows anybody for sure. No.
Exactly. You
So
know.
that kind of sucks. I would think that's the biggest hurdle here. And what I kind of, I'm going to talk about Trump for 2 seconds. Not that I love the guy or what he says, but adding the 100% tariff on the film industry in Canada sucks.
Yeah,
but at the same time, I'm hoping that it opens people's eyes in Canada to say, you know what? Screw that. Let's produce our own movies. Let's make this little, Canadian
nest, basically.
Profitable.
Let's keep
There's
it home.
plenty of countries out there where we can distribute our films. Even if it's not the United States, there's other countries where we can make money if it's distributed properly. And I'm hoping that's kind of like where they go, where they kind of give shots to other people. I know the French government is strict on making sure it's French content and stuff like that, which is it sucks because they could be making or profiting off both sides and letting this industry grow, and then they're just not doing it, and that kind of sucks. So I would think that's the biggest hurdle for sure.
Now, what's one thing you learned about yourself doing what you do?
I didn't know I could shoot 2 movies in a day.
Endurance.
It's generally not possible. That's probably why, but that's good.
Yeah. So it's that's probably the biggest thing. I mean, there's a lot of things that I was really surprised about myself, and like just the fact that I was able to create a channel that's successful with my partner. And so many people try to do this stuff and they just don't succeed.
Yeah, that's true.
And for us to have some success from it in just a short span of time, for me that's amazing. So I'm really proud of the things that we've created together and we've done. And yes, there's been a shit ton of arguments and fights, but it's always out of with love and passion.
Yeah.
So people have heard us bickering on set so many times, but it's they usually start laughing and stuff like that. So. But
you're a filmmaker and you're Italian, I would imagine.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
there's like
Calabrese.
and you're Calabrese.
Me too.
Are you fucking stupid? There's a lot of that stuff on set. But,
that's the best.
I'm half Calabrese, half Campo Bassan.
I have your next project.
Calabrese only.
I have your next project. Film yourselves filming a movie.
Well,
that's a
we're
good
doing some
idea.
behind the scenes stuff.
That's amazing. That's so fun to see that.
Absolutely. And we have a mobile app coming out soon.
Oh, nice.
So it's going to be called Read Framed Plus.
Okay.
So on this, we're going to be creating features.
Nice.
We're going to be able to swear in our videos because on social media we can't.
Yeah.
So there's going to be different content that you can't get on social media. Plus the content that's on social media is going to be on there as well. And then people can come and subscribe
nice.
and become members. And they get all kinds of behind the scenes stuff. So the behind the scenes of me commentating on the videos, for example. Behind the scenes of me screaming on set and all kinds of stuff.
The Calabrese coming out.
So there's going to be a lot of that stuff. There's going to be Adam talking. There's going to be a whole bunch of projects popping up, and it's great.
Now what?
Okay, go ahead. Can I have a
Go.
fun question?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Go. Hit it.
If you had, let's say there's a company that came to you and said, no budget, we have all the resources in the world, what type of movie would you we just know you make what you want, how you want it, and just do it? What would be your dream movie with?
Well, for the first thing.
That was actually my question.
Was it?
It was.
Oh shit.
So first things first, I never wanted to get into drama.
Okay.
Drama. Okay.
I don't like drama.
That's for behind the scenes.
I love drama. Yeah, I love the well, produced, well acted dramas and stuff.
Yeah.
So I never wanted. I wanted to go into action or horror.
Okay.
Okay.
Horror movies was like a big thing for me. I always wanted to make a horror film. So if somebody said, you want to do something, for sure, right away, horror films.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
We have the set here.
Yeah, exactly. We can have zombies coming out.
That's it. Oh my God. So now, because you want to do a horror film, and you want to
Horror.
Hey, where was it? That wasn't. Where was it? It was who was like? Is it anyway? Horror. That was Whose Line Is It Anyway? I love that.
I
ad-lib
love
show.
that show. Oh my
It's the
God.
best show. Sort of, our series was kind of like that, very, very ad-lib.
Yeah.
And that's how we sort of, débrouiller, as we say, because we are in Quebec, so we have to débrouiller.
Yeah.
So in terms of doing a horror movie, in terms of having different types of aspirations, would you want to ever extend your production company that you have here in Quebec? Would you ever want to expand it? Or do you say, do
Absolutely.
you think this is the niche and you want to just show them what
No,
you can do?
I'd love to be able to produce in all corners of North America. I'd love to, like we've produced some in Florida.
Nice.
We produced
Okay.
some in California, so we had built little teams there where they were producing some of the films there, even Toronto.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But I mean, these were just tests. Like we were just testing teams, and people weren't quite, because you gotta, like anybody can shoot, and everybody's a director,
Yeah.
everybody's an editor.
Yeah.
But our types of films are specifically produced in a way where you could be Steven Spielberg and you won't get it.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of really like learn it,
Yeah.
and because it's made for social media. It's not made for cinema.
But would you ever have the idea to expand beyond the social media?
Of course.
Yeah?
Of course, yeah. But that's why the mobile app is something where we'll be able to expand and create different types of films that are more,
Yeah.
pushing the limits a little bit more.
Nice, nice. So you would like to expand yourself. So what is that? Where do you see yourself? Let's say in 5 years. I'm brother. There's my daughter.
Hey, Sierra!
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Okay.
She's like, yeah, Sierra's on your movie. I'm like, which one? The last one. I'm like, well, what do you mean the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's very nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Yeah,
It's
awesome.
been a bit.
Yeah.
I hear
How's
you
the
have
divorce?
What?
How's the divorce from your husband from the last short film?
Oh, it's great. I'm still with the other guy.
keeping options open.
Exactly.
You got-
If ever I could go back.
Yeah. Did you like it? Did you watch it?
Yeah,
it's
really
nice.
fun.
It's good.
Yeah. I saw myself in the thumbnail and I was like, whoa.
What? You got your own thumbnail.
I got my thumbnail. And it was actually like, I didn't get a notification for it. So it was actually, what was her name? Alexia? I think
Yeah.
that was her name. Yeah, she sent it to me. She's like, did you see it? I'm like, wait, no, not yet. And she's like, okay, watch it. And I was in the middle of my shift. I'm like, I'm watching it. Cause I do 2 jobs.
Yeah.
So my cashier job,
Yeah.
I was watching it over there. And I was
Like,
It's great that you
and
said it
you're
on the
watching.
podcast because if anybody's watching, they'll know exactly what you were doing.
it was dead. It's fine.
Okay.
That was on Hearts and Havoc. That's my channel. It's a separate channel from Read Frame.
Yeah.
And that's on that channel. So if you want to see Sierra, Lisa's daughter,
Hearts and Havoc.
Hearts and Havoc on Facebook.
That's awesome. So why the 2 different companies? What made you or inspired you to do the 2 different companies?
Well, Read Frame is more like for actors, which is under Adam.
Yes.
And Hearts and Havoc is a non-union channel.
Okay.
I'm not part of any union, so I asked obviously my partner if it was okay if I opened my own channel,
Yeah.
and he said okay, no problem. So I decided to open my own channel and just to test it out, see how it's going, and that's it. So we started. I did a bunch of different types or just testing videos basically.
Yeah.
And then we'll see. We're going to see where it's going. But so far, it's not bad. But we're going to see. It still needs some work.
So
It's
what-
brand new, so.
Oh, okay. I'm sure you're going to launch because you have a lot of fantastic ideas. So, what are your views of the acting and you as a director, as an editor, as a producer, everything that you do? And you also do something on the side as well.
What?
No.
Yeah, I do some acting on the side.
Yes.
Oh, you saw that? Yeah, you noticed.
Yeah.
You watched it.
Their face goes red. Zoom!
It's getting
It's
hot.
starting to get hot in here.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed the acting part. Well, the only reason I took, usually I like to do like little cameos. Like I just come in and I say a couple of lines. But this specific film where I did the whole movie with my co-star, the actor had pulled out last minute.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
That's the worst. It's the worst.
That's the worst.
So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'll just do it myself.
Yeah.
And I just put whatever I had learned, through all these 300 films and just went for it. And it's a great way for me to understand actors as well and direct them a bit better by doing it.
Yeah.
So, I had a lot of fun and I had some really good comments too. Like a lot of people enjoyed what I did.
Yeah.
So Yeah, it's always weird to see yourself
I know.
act and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I know. It's weird.
I would know.
Yeah.
I would know.
We would know too.
When I saw like the video, I was like, that's me.
Yeah.
It's a strange feeling to see yourself on there, eh?
It is. It's weird, but it's you're like, oh my god, my hair.
That's it. We all become divas then.
Yeah, exactly.
We all become divas. We're part of that world.
But it was a lot of fun, and I think I'll do a little bit more from time to time. But it's not easy to direct yourself. You know, especially when you have such a short time, it's hard to. You don't have that as much time to really, prepare and stuff like that. It's really like, but I was so used to doing these types of short films that it was fun. I just had a really good time doing it, and maybe I'll do a bit more in the future.
But in terms of where you see yourself now in 5 years, is it where you're at now? Do you see yourself?
No, I see myself. I don't want to sound like I have an ego, but I do see myself in a much bigger space where more is more, basically.
Yeah.
We always say that to our actors. Actually,
It's
not less is less on TV. It's more is more. We want more reaction, more this, more action.
it's true. It's true.
But I do want more. I want more for everybody. I want more for my team.
Yeah.
I want more for my partner. I want more for myself. I want more for my kids. So I'm always like throwing that out there, the energy and stuff.
Yeah.
I do see ourselves doing bigger things, features, going to different countries and shooting. Like I see a lot of having our own studio,
Yeah.
building sets and things like that. And
Oh, nice.
I love that. I'd like to have a studio where I could build sets and just have like,
Like a Mel's.
but just for our stuff, like having the Reed Frame name in front, parking,
Parking. That's very important.
I don't see myself doing anything else in life but what I'm doing.
Okay.
So whether it's in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years,
Yeah.
I'm always going to be doing this, rich or poor, no matter what.
Yeah.
It's what I know. It's what I love. It's my passion.
Yeah.
Not too many people get to, do their passion in life. They get their jobs and they're stuck there. And I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that. But I'm happy that I'm able to do what I love.
Yeah.
And making it pay, doing it, and paying my bills with it.
Now, do you think it's a saturated industry? Do you think it's a competitive industry? What are your views on that? Being in the industry for so long.
In the space that we are in, I don't think it's saturated.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of people doing what we're doing, but I don't call it competition because anybody who does this can be successful.
Okay.
There's 7 billion people, 7 billion eyeballs.
Yeah.
Times 2.
Times 2.
Right.
Hey, that's a lot of eyeballs. That's a lot of eyeballs.
More or less 7 billion people
Yeah.
On the planet, and those eyeballs is what brings you the money. So if you can create good content that's catchy, then anybody can open whatever they want and start doing their thing, as long as it's entertaining and people watch.
Now, what do you find is most inspirational about what you do?
Just giving an opportunity for actors to act.
Okay.
A lot of the actors, I've worked with over 400 actors.
Nice.
In Montreal, and most of these actors do this part-time, right?
Nice.
I think Sylvester Stallone said only 1% work.
Yeah. Working it, yeah, because it's
very hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard to get a role.
Yeah.
If you do get a role, you'll get a background, you'll get an extra role, maybe they'll give you a line.
Yeah.
But we're giving
Yes.
actors the opportunity of getting starring roles.
Okay.
They're starring in their own short film that can get hundreds of thousands and millions of views that otherwise they wouldn't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
Besides being a background actor that walks somewhere.
I've been there at one point. Eventually, I got lines, but
So that I would say is the biggest thing, is giving the opportunity to these actors. And it was always a wish of mine to create something where we could give specifically the English-speaking community
yeah.
a place to express themselves and get known, and get so many of our actors that were nobodies got really nice roles.
Nice.
In feature films, in TV shows, in commercials. And when they tell me this stuff, I'm like, amazing, super happy.
Oh, of course.
So we're giving them that outlet to be able to express themselves, to be seen. So when they have an amazing demo reel, 30, 40, 50 short films under your belt.
Yeah.
It says a lot.
Now, what's one thing that you think you yourself and maybe the people you direct, let's say, what's that one thing that you think that one skill maybe, or that one trait that you should have or you must have in order to be able to succeed? Because, for example, especially during auditions, or especially as a director, or especially as an editor, you have to have a certain je ne sais quoi to be able to fully execute being in this business. So what do you think is that one thing that's important to have for yourself?
So
and as
I'm
your
going to
opinion?
quote Adam. I'm going to quote Adam, and I'm not in the movie business.
Yeah.
I'm in the business of making movies.
Nice.
So learn the business of making movies. Don't go in there thinking you're going to be the next Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Tom Cruise is my favorite, by the way. But don't go in there thinking you're going to become this huge person. It's okay to have the mindset that I want to be a big star and this and that. It's okay to have that mindset. It's fine. But learn the business. And I'll give Tom Cruise is a great example.
Yeah.
He never went to film school. He never went to acting classes. He just learned every aspect of filmmaking. That's why he's so good at doing what he's doing.
Okay.
I
didn't know that.
No matter what you think of him, that's what he just learned everything. So just learn the business. So the craft of acting, keep learning it. Keep taking courses. Better yourself at learning how to work with the camera. It's not just stage and film acting is two completely different things.
Yeah.
And Al Pacino says that all the time.
It's true. He's right. He's right.
That was one of his struggles too. Like he's like, I don't know what to do.
Well, it's different. I did a stage, so it's a very different ambiance than when you're in front of the camera.
Because you have to work with the camera.
Exactly.
So your camera's here now. I gotta make sure that I'm this eyeball is looking at this lens and this eyeball is looking at just so that I'm working with the camera.
Yeah.
And not be like this or like this. Like I'm working with the camera to give you like a good shot for the podcast,
Exactly.
So it's the same thing when you're doing films or commercials. You gotta work with the camera, learn acting, keep taking courses, keep getting better, and learn your lines. Learn how to memorize your lines.
Yeah. That's
so
hard.
many actors come on set. That's my biggest pet peeve, by the way.
Yeah.
That was your next question?
Yeah.
My biggest pet peeve is coming on set and not knowing a line.
Yeah, I know. That's true.
It's the worst. I mean, it slows down production. You're not giving your best performance because you don't know who's going to see this.
Yeah.
You're just taking the job to take the job. Don't take it. Take it because you want to give your best. And so that's my biggest pet peeve. I've had actors and some people freeze when they're new or whatever. Like I get it. Like I kind of work with them and I try to relax them and get them there, but try to come as prepared as possible. And just give your all. If you don't give your all, you're never gonna go anywhere. You're never gonna do anything.
That's true. And I think it also applies
And you're wasting everybody's time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Especially it applies to, when you're directing or when you're making a film. I mean, it applies to that as well, because wasting your time also wastes, advancement, further projects. You're always delayed.
Of course, even as directors, because a lot of people want to be directors, but if you don't have the vision or understand your story to execute it properly, it gets bad. Like you gotta know if you're gonna be a director, learn directing.
Yeah.
Just do it over and over again until you get good at it.
So it's one thing at a time, one process at a time,
Yeah,
not just a
editing,
combination.
same thing. Just do it over and over until you get good at it.
Yeah. Now, on that note, we have a game.
Woo!
We need more grappa over here. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm saying the questions?
You're saying the questions.
Wow, okay.
It's called rapid response.
Oh my God.
So you have to think of the first 3 things that come to mind quickly.
Okay.
Hence the rapid. But we don't really preserve that
Like,
notion.
are we taking you first meet?
Yes. Yeah, we're not getting the same questions. We're not getting the same questions.
All right.
Oh, we're having technical difficulties.
I don't know.
I'm too small.
If I slur, it's because of the grappa. Okay.
More grappa!
I haven't had lunch.
There's
Hey,
more.
give me more.
There's flowers. It's fiber. It's plant. It's vegetation.
It's vegetation.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So this is for Mom, Lisa, whatever, same thing.
Same person.
Mom, Lisa. Lisa,
Three
Mom.
things that make you laugh.
Tickles, jokes, huh?
You're weird.
And comments from my daughter.
You always say it. I have the one-liners.
Yeah, you did. You do. You do.
Yeah, she does.
She
does.
see?
I agree. She's good at that stuff.
She's
yeah.
fast. Well, she's fast on the uptake.
Elio.
For me, see the way she pronounced my name?
Elio. E-I-E-I-O.
Wait, is that not how you say it? Hold on,
It's
wait.
Elio. Elio. Elio.
There's only 2 people that said it properly.
Oh, my bad.
Even my mom can't pronounce my name.
Okay, good.
But what makes me... Oh, okay, it's a different question. Go ahead.
You can answer if you want.
No, different question.
No, okay.
We can't repeat the question.
Name 3 things you would poke.
Oh, my God. Somebody's belly button. Whoever I'm dating. I like to poke them to get them... I like to poke people to get them angry.
I heard that before.
I'm a poker. Yeah, I like poking people till they explode. Ah, you know, poke. That's a funny. Okay, so poking your belly button, poking your person, and poking myself. Can I still film my face?
Mom, name 3 things you have hidden around your house.
3 things that I have hidden around my house. Dog toys. They're hidden everywhere because they take them out from everywhere. What else do I have hidden?
Socks.
Socks. There's a good one.
You hide socks?
But one gets lost. They go. I don't know what happens. The pairs always become singles. I don't understand. And what else do I hide in my house? Gifts for Christmas. Before wrapping, pre-wrappage.
Still in the
Still do
Amazon
that?
box.
Huh?
In the Amazon box.
In the Amazon
You still
box.
do that? You still hide the gifts?
Yeah, because I have
Sneaky people.
sneaky peekies.
I'm just curious.
Now she knows.
She knows.
I've
Secrets.
known.
Oh yeah. Go.
Okay, let's see if we can say it right this time. Elio.
Ah!
Yeah, not bad.
Not
It's
bad?
getting better,
Okay,
it's
I'm getting
better.
better. Name 3 things that you have. Name 3 things that have a bad smell.
Farts.
Right? Yeah, it's true.
Bad smell, feet, and garbage stinks.
Oh yeah, man. It depends what's in there for sure.
You know, lobster,
Yeah,
like
fish.
like 1 week old lobster.
Oh.
May I add people on the metro?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Good one.
B.O.
VO. Next.
Name 3 things that should always be in your fridge.
Me?
Yeah.
Food. Beer.
Beer, huh? You're a beer drinker?
No, she is.
I am.
Yeah. More wine. Or
I'm
I don't even finish my
I'm a
glass.
grappa
but anyway.
drinker.
Yeah. Food, beer, and what should I have in my fridge? I don't know. Everything should be in the fridge.
Popsicles?
Peanut butter.
Yeah, but
Should be-
natural. Only natural.
Natural.
Yeah, yeah.
Natural peanut butter.
Coffee.
Coffee. Yes. Absolutely.
Is that a
100%.
real thing? Somebody told me, it was an Italian guy from Naples, told me never put coffee in the fridge.
Coffee grains or
The coffee, like...
Ground.
The ground, yeah. You're taking away the essence of the coffee when you put it in the fridge. Always leave it on the counter. Leave it dry.
okay. Oh well. Fuck that.
No more.
You've been doing it wrong all these years.
I don't actually keep it in the fridge. So
Okay.
I have beans.
Some people, my grandmother used to keep it in and she's Italian. And they used to keep it in the freezer.
Freezer. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we keep it in the freezer. Yeah.
No, I have the beans. They're freshly ground, so it's always.
Right. Perfect.
Okay, last question for Elio.
Elio.
I said it right this time?
She's
Third
so-
time's the charm.
Yes, there you go.
Name 3 things you would never do in bed.
Next question.
Next question. There's no more.
I wouldn't do in bed? Oh my God, that's a good question. What would I not do in bed? Kick somebody?
There's eat.
Mm,
Oh, it's
yeah.
the best combination. Come on.
No, but eating in bed, yeah, I would never eat in bed. I can't say kick. I said kick before, but I can't say kick because it's happened before when you're sleeping. I even smacked one of my girlfriends in the face. Man. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, What else? Smoke.
Oh, yeah.
People
it's
that
true.
smoke in bed, that's gross.
Ugh, anywhere, I find it.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm sure there's something. Socks. I hate wearing socks in bed.
Drink.
Yeah.
I would never do.
No?
Drink.
Drink.
Like, what if it falls?
Well, water. Water I would have in bed, but having I can't sleep with socks on. Nothing socks.
Yeah, it's true. It's uncomfortable, no?
That's worse. The worst.
Alrighty, well, I guess we reached the end of our podcast.
Oh my God! Already.
Oh my God! It goes so fast.
So
Like
fast.
the hour really goes quick. I'd like to thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It was
a
really.
pleasure.
It was a pleasure. It was fun.
pleasure.
It was pleasure.
Pleasure.
That's it.
Where do we find all your work?
Yes.
Yeah. So Read Frame Studios on Facebook and YouTube. REID framed, like framed. FRAMED. Studios on Facebook and YouTube, and Hearts and Havoc as well. Facebook and YouTube.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
thank you so much.
Thank you, Vanny. Thank you, Sierra. Thank you to everybody watching.
You guys did great.
Awesome. Thank you. And you know what? It's great to always tune in to. You never know who's going to be on the next episode. So, guys, tune in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you,
That's
everybody.
because we don't know who's going to be on the next episode.
Hey, salute.
Salute. It's always a surprise. Salute.
Salute, hey.
Salute. 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 Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
And, guys, we'll catch you the next time on another eventual episode. Let's talk it out. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.